At our recent Q&A for private equity and investors, it was interesting to see the consistency of need within the community. There are founders whose wisdom needs to be preserved. There are integrations with bolt-ons and roll-ups that need to happen. There are best practices that might need to be repeated as groups scale. And in general, these organizations are looking for more strategic leverage across their portfolio. See, these teams are finding themselves with founders that are in their earnout period, sometimes organizations that hadn't developed a playbook for how to win prior to acquisition. And now they're in the early integration phases and they're prioritizing scaling, but they don't yet know which best practices to scale and how. Because in a lot of cases, this has never been written down before. And so, how the strategy and the tactics of the organization have been managed has resided within the founder's head. And so, suddenly, post transaction, there might be some departures. And then we start to notice that there's a wide variation, particularly within bolt ons and roll ups across these companies. So, what we're able to do is provide some structure to this process of knowledge transfer so that there can be better role succession and there can be better documentation of the processes and the strategies that matter most. And at a firm level, we're able to provide some portfolio wide risk and opportunities identification. Our products help these firms be both proactive and reactive when they have to. The PE partner subscription allows us to work across the portfolio over the course of the year. And then, of course, oftentimes we find that those key person programs for those founders are essential. And when surprises happen and folks resign, we've got the rapid KPP to support. While we're happy to talk with anyone at any time, these are some particularly great points for us to have a conversation. Right after the acquisition, as the team starts to understand the value that they've acquired. Of course, during any annual succession planning that's hopefully happening both at the firm and the portfolio company level, prior to any bolt-ons or roll-ups, and certainly when you need a playbook in anticipation for your next liquidity event. So if these situations or the value that we provide are of interest to you, I hope you'll reach out and let's have a conversation about how we can be most helpful to your private equity or investment organization.